What's up guys? In this video we're going to be installing these Megachip Solutions rock chip guards on my Focus ST, although they do have these for other cars, and I would assume the installation process is relatively similar. But what these are, they are an alternative to what a lot of Focus ST owners do is the classic, Rally Armor mud flaps, and those kits are pretty expensive for what they are. These are much more affordable. I'll leave a link down in the description for you to go check these out. And they're also a lot classier and they serve the same purpose. I was talking to the creator of these and he actually said they were designed for autocross cars to keep the rocks from slinging up and chipping the paint. And I have my winter tires on right now, so these aren't the sticky tires, but these sticky Continental Extreme Contact Sports, whenever they get warmed up, they stick to all the rocks and sling them up into my paint. And you can see here on the inside of my side skirt there, if it would focus, there you go. You can see all of this paint chipping from the rocks slinging up into my car. So I think these are going to be a great solution, and now that I have my winter tires on, you can see they stick out quite a bit, and they will just sling tire shine and dirt, mud, whatever on the side of the car. And what these do is, let's see, I'll get the one for this side. This isn't exactly how they'll fit, but I'm just going to show you before we install them. And they fit in here like this. They have these nice, what appear to be 3D printed brackets that are specific to the Focus ST. And they go in here like this and just basically serve the same purpose as a mud flap, but they don't hang down really low, so they're great for lowered cars, because when I had mud flaps on my car they would scrape on everything and they eventually got ripped off, and with these you won't have to deal with that. So they come with the tool you need for installation, with this torque screw here, which I believe you only need to use on the rear because the fender liner being held on with a torque screw, which I'm sorry, but in this video I might not be able to show you that because I think my rear fender liner actually had that piece ripped out, but I'll still show you how to do it. And then in the front they include all of the push pins that you need for installation, which is great because my OEM ones are missing and I have some other ones shoved in there right now, but they don't really work great. And then the front ones are also adjustable. You can see they have these wider holes there, so you can spin them out or more in to just make them fit however you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the front installation because you do not need to take the wheels off. For the front installation you can just turn the wheel the other way and you have plenty of room, but for the rear installation you will have to jack the car up and remove the wheel. So once your wheel is turned in like this, you will have plenty of room to look in here for installation. I have aftermarket fender liners, so they're not going to line up as perfectly as an OEM one would, but it's the exact same installation process. So you take the rock chip guard like this, which is like a nice flexible rubber material, so they can hold up to a lot of beating. They're not going to have a bunch of like chip marks in them, and it also won't be loud whenever all the rocks hit them. But you can see this top one, you'll want to put in this top clip first, and once you remove the Focus ST clips, which I believe the OEM ones you can just take a flathead screwdriver and you'll want to pop off the inside clip and it'll lift up, and then you can just use the screwdriver to remove the whole thing, or you can use one of these clip puller tools and just get in behind the clip and then pry it off, and then you'll be able to get the OEM clips out and have these open holes to put the new clips in. So you can see I have the top clip popped in there, and then you can twist it like this to line up these holes wherever you would like it. Since I have these side skirts that stick out fairly far, I'm going to adjust it the farthest outwards that I can. And then once I have it there, I'm just going to pop in the other clips and then it'll be good to go. So you can see there are all of the clips put in, and it's all nice and installed. That's what it'll look like. So if you don't have side skirts on your Focus ST, it'll line up perfectly down here to where none of it hangs down, so it won't scrape on anything if you have a slammed Focus and the clips hold it in just like the OEM fender liner. So the front installation is super easy, and I love how this like outside part kind of bends outward. I don't know, I just think these have a much better look than your typical mud flaps that you see on Focus STs. So now let's move to the rear, which is just slightly more complicated. So for the rear, there's two routes you can take. You can jack the car up and take the wheel off, or you can try to do it without, which I think is pretty possible if you have small hands. So I think I'll be able to do it because you can see there's this bracket here with this hole in it, and if you feel back up in here, there is the torque screw right there, and they give you this tool that you can use to take it off. And since this is so small, it's like unlike a screwdriver, you can easily just reach in there, and if you lay on your back and reach up under here, you have plenty of room. And then you also have this bracket, which this will attach it up towards the top because it will fit in here like this. And then you have this part here that will stick to the inside of the bumper like that. So you can pretty much do this, just you have to kind of reach through with your hands. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and clean off this area. I just have some rubbing alcohol here and this little microfiber, and I'm going to clean it off and then also clean off the surface of the rubber so that this bracket here with the 3M adhesive will fit. So I'm going to go ahead and use this tool here and just take out that torque screw and then put it through this bracket and go ahead and screw this in. And then after that, I'll just reach under there and then stick this bracket in, and it should be good to go. So you can see there, it wasn't too bad at all. If you get the little like Allen key type torque screw tool, it was actually pretty easy to just reach up there with my hand, and all you have to do is loosen that torque screw, and then it came out by hand, and then I just threaded it in by hand and then tightened it with that thing, and then all you got to do is peel off the tape and stick that bracket behind them, and it was actually a pretty easy install without even having to take the wheel off. So I would highly recommend this kit. It is super easy to install. You really don't even have to take your wheels off, especially if you don't have wider wheels or stock wheels with spacers. There's plenty of room to get up in there and install them. So I would highly recommend this kit. I think it looks a lot better than other ones on the market, and I mean, I don't really see any issues with how it would perform because it's pretty much adjustable to how you want. All the materials and brackets and everything was of great quality. So there will be a link down in the description for you to check these out for yourself, but I definitely liked them. It was a super easy and fun install. I think they look good, and I think they'll have great function too. But that's pretty much it. Please leave a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Nickjoenap, and I will see you in the next video.